Well, thank you so much. Well, our phone bank folks, Verva Credit Union, thank you guys. Very important you're here, and we thank you for that. At Blood Center of Wisconsin, what they're doing is they're taking your pledges when you call in at 784-KIDS. So we have Andrea and Eric with us, Logan's mom and dad. Logan is here somewhere.
Yeah, he's rolling in.
Hey, Logan. You know, now I know what you were talking about when you said you couldn't keep up with him.
Correct.
Because he moves around in that pretty good. Hey, Logan, how are you, buddy? You good? He's doing good. You want to talk to me a minute? Or do you want to run around in your chair?
Can I, Mom?
You talk for 1 minute and then you can run.
Okay. All right, how you doing?
Good.
Okay. You're 8 years old now?
Yep.
Okay. You got a little something coming up. What do you have to do around Thanksgiving this year? You have a little surgery coming up?
I have a surgery and I'm not going to be home.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Nervous.
A little nervous?
Very,
Okay.
very nervous.
Okay. How about if I let you know that there's a lot of people in your corner rooting for you? Does that make you feel a little better?
Yeah.
Okay, because there are. All right, buddy. So if you want to run around, if Mom and Dad say it's okay, you can. Yeah. As long as you brought your driver's license with you. Oh, he doesn't have a driver's license. All right. All right. So, you know, a lot of us feel like we have, you know, seen Logan from day one. He's 8 years old already. But for some of us, we don't know him real well. Tell us Logan's story.
Logan was diagnosed with congenital muscular dystrophy, Marosin deficient, at 6 months old. He's gone through several surgeries and been in and out of the hospital for respiratory illnesses. But he's a happy, healthy, crazy 8-year-old at this point. So,
you know, it's interesting that we were talking just a couple minutes ago, and I said, you know, it's kind of funny that Logan isn't already sitting here ready to talk, because in just a couple years ago with our interviews, he was right here and ready to go. But now he seems like he's getting like a little nervous. He's getting to where he's maybe understanding some. Is that right? Am I getting the right picture?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a much better picture of what's going on, and I think he notices that he's different. Not that he didn't before, but he's starting to understand it and comprehend it a little more. But it still doesn't affect him. He's still a happy-go-lucky kid. I mean, he's so easygoing. There's nothing really phases him. So,
well, when you have another surgery pending, and he knows it's coming, that's got to be something that he thinks about quite a bit.
yeah, there's many mornings he'll wake up and you can tell he's emotional, and I'll ask what's wrong, and he'll definitely break down and cry. And he's nervous for the IV is what he always says, because obviously it's a big poke and it hurts. And,
right.
But yeah, he definitely gets what's happening now, and that his life is a little bit more complicated and difficult than others. So,
And it sounds like your days are pretty complicated at your house.
Yes,
Getting
they're busy.
everybody ready for school and for the day. What does that sound? What does that start like?
but my oldest son is a huge help. So him and Avery usually get up, get themselves fed and changed and ready for the day, and then I'm spent getting Logan fed through his feeding tube, because he does a feeding in the morning. Obviously, he's completely dependent on me, so it's getting him dressed, his teeth brushed, him in his chair, and then hopefully all of them out to the bus in time to get on the bus.
So he's able to ride the bus?
Yep, he does ride the bus with his brother and sister and other peers. So he sits in his wheelchair and drives himself on the ramp. Up the bus he goes and locks in. So,
You know, with our weather and winter weather and snow and ice, what is that like?
he likes to drift.
He does.
Yes, if you can imagine. But it's hard. He gets stuck a lot, so we have to make sure like the driveway's plowed and salted, and they have to make sure the same at school so he can get on and off the bus safely without getting stuck or crashing. Yeah, make sure his tire threads are good on his chair.
So that's kind of his way of being a kid.
Yeah.
That's kind
The
of
faster,
his
the
way
better.
to the faster. Yeah, we're at the Gunderson Health System lobby, and the ramp that comes
Yes.
in off the parking lot. All of a sudden, I saw a speeding balloon. The balloon is tied to the back of his chair, and he was going very quickly down the ramp and kind of hit the brakes and kind of did a little. But it's his way of expressing himself.
Absolutely. Just like my other kids, when they get home from school, they've had to be calm and relaxed, so they go crazy. He's had to drive slowly, so he definitely turns up the speed when he's done with school.
So Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, I feel like it's been a part of your life for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the very first time that you heard of the organization?
Yes.
What was that?
His hip surgery when we were in the cities the first time. We were up there for a week, both of us off of work, had to stay in a hotel the whole week, and they provided for our entire hotel stay, meal vouchers, gas money, so we had nothing to worry about but Logan.
Now, there's been some things with your home, too, hasn't there?
We have a concrete ramp from our front door, and they paid for that because otherwise we would only have one unless we paid for it ourselves. And obviously we wanted something that was visibly appealing. We don't like to make it known that he's completely different or make it any more obvious. So a concrete ramp from the front of our house, and then they also purchased our first ramp into our van. So we had a foldable ramp that we'd unfold, and then the locking system once he got into the van too, so we could transport him for the first time in our vehicle.
You know, it's got to be a relief knowing that there's a little bit of help out there.
Oh, yeah.
Or
It's
a lot of help.
huge,
It's a
yes.
lot of help.
Yep.
Phones are ringing.
I hear
Did
'em.
you hear that?
Yeah.
It's 784-KIDS, 784-5437. And I know that Logan has a favorite doctor
He
in this
does.
organization. Tell us about their relationship.
It is unique, if that was the best word I could pick. They light up each other's rooms when they go into each other's rooms. Every time we come in for an appointment, Logan makes a conscious effort of going to see Dr. Sig. So we go wheel up in his foundation, and all the ladies up there already know who he is. So when he zooms past him and doesn't even stop to say where he's going, they know what he's doing, right into Dr. Sig's office, and then they chit-chat like best friends.
How do you think that started? How did their relationship start?
That was one of Logan's first surgeries that he actually understood. He had a G-tube placed, and there was some complications, so it had to be done a couple times. And Dr. Sig's a very patient surgeon, so he definitely formed a friendship with Logan before it was a patient-doctor. So that was huge for him. He was very comfortable with Dr. Sig, and it made it super easy for him.
You know, when you come to the hospital, or you come to a clinic, or you come to a health facility this size, you think it's so easy to get lost, you know, and you're just a number. You know, you're just a patient number.
Right.
You aren't.
No, we haven't felt that ever with any of our doctors here.
It's amazing. It is amazing, you know, the care.
Yep.
And of course, when we talk about calling in with a donation, it's 784-KIDS and 784-5437. The money stays here locally. It's helping local families like you guys.
Yep.
Because I would imagine once upon a time, you didn't even have the least bit of a thought that this would be something that would be part of your life.
Nobody does. I don't think it's one of those things that you hope never happens to you, but unfortunately it has, and fortunately it has at the same time. It brings you back to earth and humbles you quite a bit.
Do you guys worry about the future with Logan?
All
Do you
the time.
worry?
Absolutely.
10 times more than a healthy, normal kid, because you never know what the future holds for Logan. And so we just live day to day, and we live in every single day that we can.
Do you worry when he gets a cold?
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
Especially this time of year. I mean, a simple flu or pneumonia or something like that could literally kill him. So I have to give a lot of credit to my wife. She's usually on top of it before anybody else notices it. She's like, I think he's getting a little sick. Should I take him in? And it's like, she'll head it off. He hasn't been hospitalized in over a year. So, I mean, just being able to see the signs early and catch it early, it keeps him from getting really sick. Because his whole body basically just shuts down when he gets sick. He gets dehydrated. We brought him in here just to get fluids, to get his body back going again. So it really wipes him out.
It's a testament. You know, mamas and daddies know their little ones.
That they do.
They know what to expect, and it's great when you can come in to the doctor and say, "This is what I think," and I'm
actually be
I'm
heard.
thinking this pretty strongly,
Yes.
and be heard.
Yep.
A lot of times now, this is what I know. 'Cause, like, it's okay. This is what's going on, and we've gotten to the point now where we come here and they know Andrea, they trust her, they know she knows what she's talking about. She'll come in and say, he's starting to get sick, he's getting pneumonia, he's going to need this, and they're like, all right, sounds good. They'll check him over, and yeah, you're right. So
Support from the family.
Yeah, well,
You
we
have
have
support
huge
from the
support.
family?
My sister's over there with the other kids.
I can see that. Hi. Yeah, who's she holding?
That's our littlest one, Bryce. He's 8 months,
He's waving at us.
and he's getting teeth, so he's miserable.
So, look at him smile at you, Mommy. And Daddy. So that's another reason that your house is super busy.
Yeah.
You got a little itty bitty at
Yeah.
home.
He's the easiest one.
He's looking at you like, Mom,
What's
my teeth are
happening?
hurting
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
So you're at home. You're trying to make the decision. Should I call? Shouldn't I call? Should I wait? What would you say?
I would call my husband and he'd say, trust your gut, Andrea, just go. So.
Okay. 784-KIDS, 784-5437. The phones are ringing. We're going to keep the phones ringing. Is there anything else you guys would like to add?
Just that all of your donations are truly and utmostly appreciated. They really do help a family when they feel the most vulnerable and like they're super alone. So your donations are greatly appreciated, and we are loving the phone calls that are coming in now.
And they are.
They are.
They are. I kind of hate to end this because because just about everybody over there from Verva Credit Union is on the phone right this minute. So 784-KIDS, 784-5437. And if our operators are busy, please call again because we will get you your call. Taking time out today, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Because I can see it's an effort.
But we will do it every day. We love CMN, so
Well, you're giving back.
yes.
You're giving back.
Yes. And they've given to us, so we give back. So,
I hope to see you guys real soon.
oh, yes.
And we'll be thinking about Logan coming up here in November.
Thank you.
You know, getting through the hip surgery and
Thank
then be ready for Santa Claus to come
Yeah.
and be in good
It'll
shape
be
for
here
that.
before we know it. Yes.
Yeah, I know it will. Thank you guys so
Thank
much for
you.
coming. You're listening to the Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Radiothon, a service of the La Crosse Media Group.